Buongiorno, Italy, the home of gelato and pizza, but unfortunately not the home of fast internet. But we believe that's just about to change. Our investment in Telecom Italia has the potential for significant returns after its price has been beaten up after decades of bureaucratic mismanagement.
As the world moves towards 5G technology, which will increase wireless internet speeds dramatically, the distinction between traditional communications networks with their pipes and wires dug underground and wireless mobile networks is blurring. Home internet and cable TV providers are increasingly offering internet services that compete directly with mobile companies. This convergence will push the industry to consolidate via mergers and acquisitions. When it comes to the competitive position between traditional and wireless networks, we strongly believe that the many billions of dollars spent linking wires underground has created a far superior business. These providers have their own cables in the ground that run directly to their users. Not only can this deliver data more cheaply and quickly, but the cost of maintaining these lines is significantly less than having to rent cell towers and renew expensive spectrum licenses. At Peters MacGregor, we have been scouring the globe for the most attractively priced internet providers. We currently have positions in Europe, the United States, Latin America, and South Korea, making the growing use of fast internet speeds a core theme in our portfolio presently. Given the recent news of the activist investor Elliott Advisers taking a stake in a recent purchase of ours, Telecom Italia, it's a good time to examine our investment case. Historically, Telecom Italia would not be an ideal investment for Peters MacGregor. We prefer to buy great companies with great management, and with Telecom Italia on its third CEO in less than 2 years, TI's management has been less than ideal and is a big reason why the stock has lagged the market for decades. It was unsurprising when we visited the management in our due diligence. The company maintained not one but 2 lavish investor relations offices in Rome and Milan. However, we feel with the entry of outside investors Vivendi in 2015, who now owns 24% of the company, and more recently with Elliott Advisers, Telecom Italia is finally aligning the incentives of the board of directors with shareholders. This will help realise the incredible value of Telecom Italia's internet service. As Italy's incumbent telecom provider, Telecom Italia was extremely slow to invest in faster internet speeds. As recently as 2015, Italy ranked at the bottom of the EU for high-speed internet, with an average download speed of just 9 megabits per second. As we've discussed before, however, having the lines already in the ground is a massive advantage, even if they need to be upgraded. Unlike Australia, which is struggling with upgrading its internet speeds, Italy is in a far better position due to one reason: density. Traditional copper phone lines are actually capable of providing a very high speed of up to 200 megabits per second. But homes have to be located very close to the street where the company's cabinets of wires connecting homes to the internet sits, or internet speeds start to decline. If you've holidayed in Italy's larger cities, you'll know that the streets and housing is tightly squeezed together, unlike the large plots we typically see in Australia. That means Italy's internet connections are also close together, so the cabinets located on the street can be upgraded to fibre, while the existing copper telephone lines running to households can remain. This increases speeds with new technology while reducing the cost. Telecom Italia has spent billions of euros upgrading their cabinets and now have 77% of their network finished. The results can already be seen in third-party speed test rankings, with Italy jumping to the 45th fastest internet speeds globally at 36 Mbps, now ahead of other European members, Austria, Croatia, Cyprus, Greece and Slovenia. Italian customers have happily been paying up for these faster internet speeds, with new plan penetration jumping from 14% in the fourth quarter of 2016 to 29% in the fourth quarter of 2017, just 1 year later. Telecom Italia's domestic segment for years has been shrinking due to home phone customer losses. But due to fast broadband internet uptake, it has now switched to growth in both customer numbers and average revenue per user. That's increased revenue growth from a negative 3.9% in 2015 to a positive 1.8% in 2017. Surprisingly, sell-side analysts still project that Telecom Italia's domestic internet segment will shrink. So this is the core reason we own the shares. The market thinks Italians won't pay up for faster internet, but we do. Not only because it's a great economic decision for data-hungry Italian households, but it's being proven every quarter in the income statement. Goldman Sachs was the first sell-side firm to pick up on this trend. It upgraded the shares last week to buy, citing the market underestimates Italian fixed-line market growth. Telecom Italia's recent fibre investments mean this is the first time in a generation that Italians have seen a superior fixed-line experience versus mobile, driving a rebound in fixed-line household penetration from the lowest level in Europe. As revenue growth returns to Telecom Italia and free cash flow improves as the network upgrades are finished, we believe the shares could double from today's price.
Well, in summing up, for our investment case to play out, Telecom Italia must execute well on their fibre to the curb rollout over the coming 2 years, retain their home court advantage and first mover advantage, and stay in front of the upcoming competition, Iliad and Enel, and the Italians need to take up the use of internet as we've seen everywhere else in the world. We think it's a very constructive investment with many ways to win. So from the land of pizza and gelato, arrivederci.